Good afternoon. My name is Tyrell Morris. I'm the Executive Director of the Orleans Parish Communication District, rather known as New Orleans 911 and 311. Today, I'm extremely proud to share with you all that the agency, in partnership with our good friends at the New Orleans Health Department and the New Orleans Emergency Medical Services, in collaboration with Mayor Cantrell and her administration, are releasing our very first innovative portal for the citizens to report their AEDs, which is an automated external defibrillator. The AED Registry will help our private businesses and public entities meet their statutory requirement to notify their local entity that they have an AED. This free platform will allow you to manage your AEDs, be notified when it's time for inspection, and remind you to replace those pads, because as the public safety professionals that join me here today know that during a cardiac event, seconds count. And it's our job to, as government leaders, to be innovative and intentional and to ensure we provide resources to have the best outcome possible. We have over 300,000 cardiac events every year throughout the country. And the doctors will tell you that if you have access to a defibrillation within the first minute of that cardiac event, your chances of survival are 90%. And so as we see cardiac events happen more and more here in New Orleans, we do a really good job responding to those incidents when they're reported to 911. Our response is coordinated, it's comprehensive, but we can always do better. But this portal is an opportunity for citizens to manage their AEDs, and so they are ready when they're needed the most. So thank you all today for coming. Here at OPCD, we are the agency responsible for the receiving and the management of those 911 calls. But we work very closely with our partners here to make sure they get the proper response. And our mission is very simple: to get the right person to the right place at the right time. So I would ask that Dr. Jennifer Avegno, who's the director of the New Orleans Health Department, share with you how this partnership is going to help our citizens here.
Thank you. The New Orleans Health Department is very excited to work together with New Orleans EMS and with OPCD on this AED registry. Over the past year, our department has worked to increase the capacity of our citizens to be able to respond to a medical emergency. Because as we just heard, seconds matter, through our bystander response classes that we've held in conjunction with the library. We teach people to perform CPR and how to use these AEDs, and this is critically important, but it also requires having an AED nearby and knowing where it is in order to use it. AEDs can be used by anyone to check a heart rhythm and shock the heart to restore a normal rhythm, and as we just heard, to vastly increase survival. So this registry, we believe, will greatly assist our community to provide rapid care to people having cardiac arrests. Thank you. And now Chief Selmaron of New Orleans EMS.
Thank you, Dr. Avegno. New Orleans EMS is excited about this new program that will enhance the public's ability to connect with life-saving procedures and resources in an emergency. An early call to 911, early CPR, and early defibrillation are critical to surviving a sudden cardiac arrest. In the city of New Orleans, we work on average about 1 or 2 cardiac arrests each day in the public. That's around 600 to 700 times every year that we are in the public working someone who has stopped breathing and the heart has stopped. So it certainly does happen. Public access to automated external defibrillators are a critical link in the chain of survival. Knowing where these devices are located, using this registry will help 911 connect people to them when seconds count. We also remind everyone, as Dr. Avegno said, about education and training, that knowledge is power. So know where your closest AED is located, and more importantly, get trained in CPR. Thank you.
And finally, I mentioned earlier that this registry will allow our business community and anyone that has an AED inside Orleans Parish be compliant with current state law. So it's currently required under the statute that you report to us that you have an AED. So this is an easy mechanism for us. This is not a new law, but this is just an example of how the leadership team here at OPCD is working hand in hand with the leadership of the Cantrell administration to be very intentional in our actions. And so thank you very much for your time today. And again, if you have an AED, let us know and we'll teach you how to manage it so it's always available when you need it. Thank you very much.